Excellencies, distinguished experts, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to be speaking to you today to celebrate the second Consumer Rights Protection Week upon invitation from the Georgian Competition and Consumer Agency. I am Teresa Moreira, head of the Competition and Consumer Policies branch of the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. This is a special year for Georgia, as the agency has included its mandate on consumer protection in its name, which is testament of the growing importance that consumers play in the economic, social, and environmental development of Georgia and other countries around the world. I also would like to congratulate its partners, the National Bank of Georgia, the Georgian National Energy and Water Supply Regulatory Commission, the National Communications Commission, the Insurance State Supervision Service of Georgia, and the National Food Agency of Georgia for this joint initiative, as it will certainly contribute to improve consumer protection awareness in your country. The 15th of March is celebrated across the world as World Consumer Rights Day to commemorate President John Kennedy's special message to the US Congress on that day of 1962, stating, "We are all consumers," and laying the foundations of modern consumer policy. UNCTAD, as the focal point within the United Nations system on consumer protection issues, joins the celebrations to raise awareness about consumer rights, needs, and concerns. The UN guidelines for consumer protection are the only multilaterally agreed instrument on the issue, and since 1985 have championed consumer rights across the world. At UNCTAD, we are committed towards enhancing the capacities on consumer protection of member states through our three pillars of work: consensus building, technical cooperation, and research and analysis. I would like to draw your attention to our three informal working groups on consumer protection related issues. The first one on e-commerce, this year focusing on artificial intelligence and consumer vulnerability. The one on product safety, currently discussing a future recommendation. And finally, the one on consumer protection and gender, currently developing a checklist on advertising, product safety, and financial services. And also to the two recent UNCTAD publications of interest to public authorities, civil society organizations, and the private sector. The first is entitled Technology and the Future of Online Dispute Resolution Platforms for Consumer Protection Agencies, and it explores the impact of technological appliances of blockchain, artificial intelligence, and chatbots on the future of online dispute resolution platforms, particularly in relation to consumer protection agencies. The other publication is entitled Competition and Consumer Protection Policies for Sustainability, highlighting the crucial role that competition and consumer policies can play in encouraging business innovation, investment, and competition on sustainability, assuming that consumers are well informed and value it. I also invite you to stay tuned to UNCTAD's upcoming research on consumer dispute resolution in the world, which we intend to release before the summer. All publications are available in the UNCTAD website and, of course, free of charge. Well, a final word to acknowledge the recently conferred consumer protection responsibilities to the Georgian Competition and Consumer Agency and encourage its effective implementation as exploring synergies between competition and consumer policies towards your country's inclusive and sustainable economic growth and development. I bid you goodbye by congratulating the Georgia Competition and Consumer Agency for joining the World Celebrations of World Consumer Rights Day and wish you a very productive and fruitful day and week ahead. Thank you.